Good morning. The time is 8:20 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Friday, November 8th, 2019. Hey, now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to make a little video as I get dressed to get started on some chores, because I'm a good old farm boy, plow boy. Yeah, well, that's right. Don't forget it. So, anyways, boys and girls, I'm doing some thinking about titling this one, I'm tired of this slop. What else is on the menu? You know, when we look in our lives and what we entrust our time to and our money to and our feelings to and overall trust and boundaries, you know, what does it get us? You know, are we happier today than we were? Are we happier today than we were 15, 20, 25 years ago? Make that bet, man. Are we? That was almost 25 years ago there. I don't see any worry lines. Granted, we were young, but... But, you know, what were we doing with our times in our lives, you know? And when you take a look at the system that we buy into right now, how we have so much taxation, like I pointed out the other day, how, hey, wait a minute, when did eBay start taxing me? And I talked with this woman who came by to, you know, see this room. I still need to finish. And she goes, oh, yeah, here in Utah and some other states. And I said, yeah, I looked into it. You're right. You know, all this mandating and all these things are getting passed. Like I said, nobody asked my opinion about it or, you know, place to vote. It's just, oh, fuck, man. Americans are so wrapped up in their own personal bullshit. We'll just slide this in, and by the time they realize what's going on, they'll just be like, oh, hey, okay, well, I guess we'll tolerate that too. See, you know, when we're children, you know how we used to divide our parents? You know, Dad always says no, and Mom almost always says yes. So we'll run it by Dad, and Dad's like, no, you can't do that tonight. And you go by Mom, hey, Mom, can I, you know, borrow the car? Or can I go do this or that? Sure, honey, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to do this. Okay, yeah. Did you ask your father? Yeah. What did he say? He said to ask you. Right? We're all guilty of that. Right? Dividing to what? Conquer. Exactly. So that's kind of what Big Pharma and corporate America and what we know as the governing forces, our U.S. government, do to us. You know, this divide to conquer. And one of the ways where they have been immensely successful, I mean, with just about no abatement, with no hassle, with no resistance, our technology. You know, and every 8, 10, 12 months, you know, we come out with the S7, the S8, the Si9, the i6, the i7, whatever it is with our cell phones. You know, laptops are disappearing because our phones are taking the place of laptops. You know, little handheld computers, and, you know, and we know this. We know that this little fucking thing that I'm talking into right now, man, can make you or break you. You know, absolutely, absolutely. And we continue to use these things. Matthias, you got to stop bringing your dirty paws onto my bed, kid. You know, we know this. We absolutely know this. That every fucking thing we do can be easily tracked. Easily. All right? Put that down for a minute while I put on a nice house frock. But we continue to buy into it. We continue to piss, moan, and complain. And I'm guilty too. And we live our lives unhappy, frustrated. You know, you ever notice how people are today with their behaviors? Everything is very subdued. Everything is kind of nonchalant, melancholy, very calm on the surface, right? But let something occur unexpected. You know, like the other day I saw this very old man starting to back out of a parking spot, and he was starting to clip this pickup truck that was parked next to him. This guy, you know, was enraged that this guy grazed the side of his truck with his car. Well, I don't think I would be happier either. You know, like, oh man, my day was complete when this guy sideswiped my car and everything's great. No, of course not. But it wasn't like, whoa, 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 hey, sir, you know, stop real quick. Hey, you just, you know, skimmed my car. No, it's just, hey, you motherfucker, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? Right? Well, what does that demonstrate? Well, what it demonstrates is we're all a bunch of powder kegs. We're all potentially to extremely volatile at any given second, any given moment. Boom! Right? But we're living kind of a fraudulent lifestyle, you know, through these rose-colored glasses or what have you, until something, boom, piques us, you know? And then, you know, we go nuts. Or when someone goes out and shoots a bunch of innocent people, you know, we're all like freaked out and thinking we got to get rid of guns and all this. But, okay, aren't we all capable of that? Myself included, I suppose. You know, I mean, what made that guy snap? My question is, why aren't more women snapping? You know, why does it always seem to be a guy? Usually a Caucasian guy, a Caucasian young guy. Why isn't a woman just snapped? Well, I'll give you an idea. They're the ones who give life. So maybe it's harder for them to take life. A little psychology 101. But, you know, we've all had it. We're all frustrated. We don't like shit. Okay? And I think that's duly noted, and we completely agree. All right. But guys, you dropped your toy, huh? But, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, we're entrusting our lives to this gadgetry. And we're not thinking for ourselves anymore. And we're not allowing things to be what? Organic and natural. You know? And just seeing what will happen by just fate and happenstance. You know, not choreographing every goddamn thing we do. You know, that was one thing that my adopted father used to do. Drove me nuts. He made lists, L-I-S-T-S, lists for everything. You know, so Saturday morning at the breakfast table, he would be making his lists for the day. Of, you know, got to go to the hardware store, got to get the oil changed in the car. Well, he changed his own oil. He didn't believe in anybody else changing his oil, which in some ways is pretty cool. But, you know, yeah, everything, nothing with my father was left to chance. Okay? Nothing. And in some ways I thought it was extremely anal, but in some ways I understand the madness now as I've gotten older, because you can't remember everything and you got to prioritize your time. Okay. But, you know, that's kind of how we all live our lives today. We don't leave anything to chance. You know, we kind of map out a lot of what we do, and we're not allowing ourselves for any, again, serendipitous or variable to come into our life, you know, because we're too preoccupied with our schooling and our work and our children. You know, like my ex points out, we're just too wrapped up in all the shit that we have to get done. Just take a deep breath and evaluate what's really going on around us. And we'll mask it with drugs and alcohol or gambling or going out and killing innocent animals with a high-powered rifle or you know, maybe even each other with a high-powered rifle. You never know. It just depends what you get into. But my point is made. You know, we're not savoring the moments of life. We're just a bunch of fucking slaves. And, you know, the more we entrust ourselves to this technology, the greater risk we put ourselves at. And the government and big business and big pharma, and they're all in bed together, and they know this. And they're praying to God every day that they can continue to steal from us and get away with this. You know, and get away with all the shit that they do But if we ever woke up and had a collective awakening and said, you know what, we're not going to put up with this jargon anymore, this shit. We're just not. You know, some things need to change, and they need to change now. And we did it with some sound structure and some planning, as in how we plan our lives. We could squash the big pharma and corporate America and what we call our government like a bug. And they know this. There's not enough state police, county police, city, town police, sheriff's department, the National Guard. There's nowhere near enough of those motherfuckers that will, you know, defend the hierarchies from the masses, which is what we are. Okay? You'll probably find that some people in the bodies of protecting what's in place might even throw their hat in the fire and say, fuck it, I'm on the renegade side, you know? I mean, whether we realize it or not, we're all human beings, you know? But we really need to start thinking about that, because our existence may be continuing, but our life's meaning is being lost. So, this is just a little bit of rambling, free association that I do, you know, and I'm just saying, you know, I'm tired of eating this slop. What else is on the menu? And something tells me a lot of you people too are kind of getting tired of eating this shit that's prepared for us every day. So, take care, boys and girls, TGIF, and chew on that for a little while. Be good. I love you.